I'm glad I caught you. Settling back in?
Yeah, thanks.
I was sorry to hear about the accident. Look, I think I can put some business your way.
No, thank you.
I'm sure Andy would appreciate a little extra income.
Not with the trouble that comes with it when you're involved, Sadie.
I need someone for Cossack now. It worked out well when I stayed with him with you before.
Well, our rates have gone up.
That's fine. Shall we say twice what I paid last time?
Yes, Dean, what is it?
Well, OK. Just let me know when.
Good.
Blimey, Dean, do you want me to wipe your nose for you as well? Just tell them to get on with it. Well, nobody's got to notice once it's plastered, are they?
Hello, Jimmy.
Don't bother me about it again today.
Oh, I'm glad to see that you're keeping the business ticking over, looking after our interests.
What have you got to look so cheerful about?
Oh, just that warm glow you get when everything comes together. Probably a feeling you're not familiar with.
Right, don't forget to warm it before you give it.
I'm not useless.
Hey, I'm just gonna go and pick up your mum.
Are you sure Alice is ready to come home? Lisa said she looked a bit rough at the presentation.
It's just the chemo. You feel rough and it makes you better. Alice says she's fine.
Maybe she's just saying that.
His nappies are on side.
I know.
I don't want him getting a red raw bum.
You go. Go and collect her.
Right.
Still feeling a bit poorly?
All right, when I get home, Sam's coming for me in a bit.
The consultant's coming in later.
He works on Sundays, does he?
It might be best to leave it until you've spoken to him.
Look, I could walk out here now if I wanted to discharge myself. You can't stop me.
Well, of course you can.
Well, I might just do it.
Alice, you've got over the worst.
Have I?
Yeah, why take risks for the sake of a day or two?
Because days become weeks, months.
How do I look?
Right.
Come on. Let's go and rub the Sinclair's noses in it.
That's probably what they're thinking. They're not going to hand the company over just like that.
She's going to. Why? Have you got a better idea?
There's some land on the coast here in Dorset. It's perfect for timeshare development. And if we took that offer from Jimmy...
Well, maybe we shouldn't burn our bridges here.
I thought this was all about us moving on.
No, it's about us staying in control.
And supposing we end up with nout?
Nout? Matthew, I never end up with nout. By tea time today, you'll have plenty for your little schemes and keep hold of what you've got here. You can't lose.
That's what I thought last Christmas when I was running King's. My dad wasn't interested, Jimmy was out of it. And then look what happened.
Yes, me. Come on.
Louise?
Hi.
How's Paul doing?
So-so.
Still mooning over the bin man?
What, you think because he's a wuss it doesn't count?
I'm concerned about him.
Well, ask him then.
Just a smear of butter on the toast is enough, just so that it glistens under the light. And do the bacon crispy so that people don't notice how fatty it is. And don't give the Dingles any credit.
I know how to run the cafe, Mother.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure about him.
Hang on, my ideas always go down a storm. I've managed bars, pubs...
Oh, you must have been that successful that you've ended up here without a pot to pee in.
All right, have a nice day, Mum.
Right, I'm going to have to show her how she's underestimated me.
Oh, what's coming?
We're going to offer full Sunday lunches. Why not?
No.
Yes, I'll do a board for outside. You raid the freezer, get defrosting.
No, we can't.
I know. Frightened we might put Marlon out of business in the pub.
No.
Good, because it's no contest.
Yeah, no.
We're going to offer organic produce.
You're joking. We've done that before. It didn't work.
Homegrown? Look, if people believe it's what they're eating, it is what they're eating. Look at them.
You mental?
Oh, come on, chop, chop. Show your mum you can do more than scrape margarine on and off toast.
Did you have a pleasant journey?
Oh, we've not come from Mars.
No? Come through. Rosemary's expecting you.
She'd better be.
Ah, good morning. Come in, come in. I see you've brought Mr. King.
How nice. How are things in the refuse collection business, Mr. King?
Mother.
Well, I assume they're reasonably profitable since Sadie's interested in you.
Can I get anyone a drink?
Oh, thanks.
Yes. Come on, Matthew. Let's not be antisocial.
Sorry, we're all out of cans of lager.
Why don't you send your, him to nip to the offie? Then he wouldn't have to stand around like a spare part.
He's a charmer, isn't he?
I have an excellent idea. Cook's preparing lunch. She always does enough to feed the cavalry. Why don't you stay and join us?
What? I thought this was supposed to be a business meeting.
Well, there are ways and ways of doing business, Alistair. There's the modern, get-rich-quick way, that's the vulgar way, or in a civilized manner.
Of course. We'll stay for lunch. You probably don't get a lot of company.
You were a big hit with Victoria and her mates at that party.
Unwanted attention from young girls. It's hardly a morale boost, is it?
Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Well, no one else is going to do it for me.
Right. Better get back. See how that roast is doing.
Roast? You do the full Monty, do you?
Ah, well, as I've done on a Sunday. It's the only time we sit down as a family.
Yeah, it's important, isn't it? I never did it enough when I had all mine with me.
Right, see you, mate.
True. What I need is an uncomplicated woman with a big chest.
We'll find us one while you're at it, will you?
Talk about having both sides of your bread buttered.
Hi, 2 pints, please. Simon's after a new woman.
Good luck to her.
Oh! Paul, you fancy coming round? I've just had a new batch of wine delivered.
Never heard this before. Kelly abandoned you, has she?
Yeah, that's right. She's gone window shopping with her mother. Do you want to come round and try it? You always did have good taste, in most things.
Oh, that's where Nicola got a sharp tongue from, then.
I'm working.
Louise, can I borrow Paul for a bit?
What now? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Fine.
Well, you'll have to take care of these 2 gentlemen, then.
I wouldn't mind if she did.
This is the sort of place we should buy, Matthew. It would make a lovely family home.
You could have had it.
Alistair, there are some things the most elaborate makeover won't put right.
Meow.
Ah, food.
I'm not sitting at this table to be humiliated.
Stand, then.
You will join us, Alistair.
They're as good as blackmailing us, Mother.
I only want what I'm entitled to.
And I intend that that's exactly what you should get. Come on, everyone, please sit down. Mr. King, Sadie. Thank you, Jane. Now, tell me what you think of this.
She's probably laced it with poison.
Hiya. And your stuff ready? Samson's waiting, and I bet Dad'll forget to change him.
I can't. I can't come home.
Who said?
Dr. Monroe.
Well, where is he? I'll sort it.
I've still got this infection.
Well, that's because you're in hospital. I've seen it on news. These places are full of bugs. That's why I don't like bringing baby in.
Be daft. Put me on this drip with antibiotics. You see, that should clear it up.
That's great, it's that.
It's not my fault.
I wish I'd have seen that doctor.
What good would that do? Dr. Monroe's one of the top people, nurse said.
I'll tell you anything in these places.
Still you are.
Not bad.
Hardly touch the sides.
I suspect I'm going to need it if you're going to tell me the facts of life.
I wasn't there to do that, was I?
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pepper performed that duty.
Yeah.
Find yourself a lassie and give her a right scene too.
You took a lot of notice of him, didn't you?
It'll be cold.
I've been busy.
The one day of the week, you know I like us to eat together as a family, such as we now are. And you can't even bother to turn up. I'm sat here alone like Piffy on a rock bun.
I've got something that'll round that off nicely.
Well, if it's trouble with the contractors, you're going to have to go and wave a big stick, are you?
That's all in hand. It's our Matt and Sadie.
Not over lunch.
I reckon she intends staying around here. I collared Katie. Sadie wants to put that nag of hers on Sugden's land.
I suppose he's got to go somewhere.
If she was moving on, she'd be taking it with her.
As long as she stays well clear of me.
You know what she's angling for. She reckons as long as she stays round here, she's got a chance of getting back in with us.
Over my dead body.
Yeah, maybe that's what she's banking on.
You weren't kidding when you said you were going to ruin me dinner.
You certainly have a healthy appetite.
I was being polite.
I bet all your appetites are voracious.
Well, you're never going to find out, are you?
You've had enough.
Cheers.
Oh, Jane, thank you. That was very good. Pudding, anyone?
Can we just get down to business now?
Yes, of course. Alistair, would you pass me those papers on the sideboard and my glasses?
Don't be pushed into this, Mum.
Just hand them to Sadie, please. What did you think of the meat, Mr. King?
Great. I'm stuffed.
Local produce. Now, I have signed, and my solicitor has witnessed it. All you have to do is sign both copies and retain one for your files. You will see that Sinclair Saddlery passes into your possession, lock, stock, and barrel. And in return, you renounce all further claims on Alistair and this family.
This, all seems satisfactory.
Good. Mr. King, would you witness it? Both copies. Thank you. Alistair, put this somewhere safe, would you please?
I'm so sorry.
Congratulations. You have just become the proud owner of Sinclair Saddlery, which has an approximate value of, what's the modern parlance, zilch. Oh, surely a trendy young thing like yourself is familiar with the word. Meaning of no value. Worthless.
Sulking won't change anything.
I'm not.
I thought the visitor was supposed to cheer the patient up.
I thought I were bringing you home.
Don't you think that's what I want? More than anything in the world. Oh. Honestly, Sammy. Feeling rough's bad enough. I'm feeling sick all the time. I can only walk to the toilet by myself. I could put up with all that, though, but, you know, being without my baby, I cry myself to sleep. When I wake up, I'm crying inside.
I only want us all to be together. No, I want to make you happy. But there's no I can do.
The thought that you and Samson are there waiting for me makes me know I'm luckiest person alive. Hey, me and you'll get wed soon if you'll still have me.
That's all me and the little fella want, then.
I know what the company's worth. Don't you think I checked?
No doubt. Sometime last week.
Yes, and that was the best part of $1 million. Thank you so much. Come on, Matthew, let's go. She's losing it.
But if you checked this morning, or even last night, the balance sheet would have told a very different story. See, as an import company, we don't have any plant. We just rent storage space. I did have a good deal of stock in the company, but I've sold that on, at a generous discount, of course. This morning, I told our suppliers that this family was no longer involved in the business and promised I would introduce them to other markets. What you would also have received with Sinclair Saddlery was the firm's goodwill, our family's well-respected name. Very important in this line. But unfortunately, I've had to tell my dear old friends at the retail end that they'll be doing business with someone who cannot be trusted. I must say they were very grateful for the warning.
It's true, that saying. Out of sight, out of mind.
It's just a cliche. An easy way of dealing with a complex situation.
Like political correctness gone mad, or I've been to hell and back.
Yeah, the truth is, after I split with your mother and Diane, I just didn't want to know. I did exactly as I pleased, not a care for anybody but myself. I'm not proud of that, but that is how it was.
Well, then you get the short straw. Bernice and Nicola have come and gone, and you've ended up with just me.
Why would I be sitting here with you if I thought that?
Guilt?
No, yeah, well, I've got that in spades. No, it's not just that. It's... We don't really know each other, and that grieves me.
You're never really going to understand what makes me tick.
Will you stop playing the gay martyr? I thought we got over that. I'm sure you don't approve of my lifestyle. No, nobody else does.
It's your life.
Yeah, precisely, and you've chosen yours. The thing is, I actually like you.
This wine must be stronger than it says on the bottle.
Look, I do. You're a decent man. You've earned people's respect. In the face of all the sniggering and snide remarks, and I'm proud of you. I just wish you could be proud of me.
Is everything in order, Mr. King?
You shouldn't play games with us.
Oh, is that a threat?
Yes, it is. I will kill you, you evil cow!
Get off me, help!
I warned you. I gave you every chance to settle things.
She's not worth it, Sadie.
You won't get away with this.
I think I just have. What a lucky break for you, Alistair. Imagine a lifetime with someone like her.
Come on, Sadie.
I want my horse now!
You've had him.
Just tell us where he is.
The locally produced meat you so enjoyed.
Rosemary.
Everything all right, guys?
Smashing. That's coming from someone who used to run a restaurant.
Oh, compliments to the chefs.
Oh. Keep the change, pet.
Oh, brilliant, thanks.
And we're sharing tips.
I saw you pocketing some earlier.
So we didn't get mixed up?
Yeah, right.
Oh, not bad for a first attempt.
Hang on, all you did was ponce about, schmoozing.
Yeah, but I'm good at it, aren't I? I will have to make sure Viv goes out every Sunday. And let's get this place tidied up before she gets back.
What's going on?
Oh, trust you to get back as all the punters have gone.
The sign outside. Sunday lunch.
Yeah, well, we thought that...
You'd rip me off.
Mum, it was all him. I couldn't leave him here on his own, could I?
Mine, I think.
Hey, that includes our tips.
I'll give you a tip, sunshine. Don't try to con me.
Oh, she's gonna give me a hard time for days now.
Thank you for grassing me up. I was going to pay off some of my debt.
Tough.
Oh.
How's Alice?
Getting better.
You always say that.
She is. She told me.
Why have they kept her in?
She's got to go on a drip. Just for a little bit.
Well, it's best they get her right.
I know. With the wedding coming up.
Yeah, but that's not the main thing, though.
Of course it is. She hasn't had a family wedding like us Dingles have.
Not many people have.
It's because you did a runner from yours. Really love each other.
I know.
Alice said she's the luckiest girl alive.
And I'm glad she thinks that. Hey, you written your speech yet?
Aye?
For the wedding?
What? Stand up in front of everyone?
Well, you can't exactly hide under the table. I'll give you a few saucy jokes if you want.
No. Samson will be there. I don't want him effing and jeffing when the elf visitor comes.
I really don't know how you could do a thing like that.
Oh, I'm hardly feeling triumphant. I practically had to destroy the family business.
Haven't you cut off your nose to spite your face?
Don't you dare lecture me. You're the one who got us into this mess, and it's cost me a great deal to get us out of it.
Perhaps you had no choice about that.
Now, don't you gang up with him. There was no choice, full stop.
Yes, but serving up her horse was a bit much, wasn't it?
I suppose it was a tad cruel.
A tad?
Did you see their faces? I thought I was entitled to a little personal revenge after all that spite.
I don't think even she would have stooped that low.
You should know me better by now. I'd happily hang or flog a human. But do you really believe I would harm a horse?
How you feeling now?
If you say I told you so.
I wasn't going to.
How can anyone do what she did to Cossack?
She's obviously deranged. Do you want a drink?
Oh, just leave me alone.
Don't take it out on me. I'm sorry about your horse.
Leave it.
But you'll get over it. You've no choice. Like it or not, we have to move on.
Not now.
You and me, us, are more important than that horse. I've spent too long already kicking my heels, believing that you'd deliver. Well, you haven't.
What's that supposed to mean?
That it's down to me to sort things.
Oh, I can't wait.
You spent far too long with my useless brother. I will not be a doormat for the Sinclairs, me dad, or even you, Sadie.